How's it going, guys? It's me, the Domotaku, here today to talk about the next episode of ReZero, Starting Life Zero, something like that. So, I've caught up with it technically on YouTube. I haven't fully uploaded it yet, but hopefully I'll be able to get that done by the end of this night. And maybe if it's actually uploaded, then you're watching this video right now. So anyways, episode 7 of ReZero. I gotta say, it sort of went as I expected, but you know, the way they did it sort of made it really dramatic and stuff. So I'll applaud the fact that, you know, they did what I said last time. It was like, oh, he's gonna have the thing to solve it next episode, right? So, or actually maybe not, who knows. But this episode, I must say, was really dramatic and sort of changes up a lot of things for this arc, in a sense, or this arc, yes. Because something interesting happens, and we all know what happens. The death of Rem. I was about to say Rem, but this is Rem. Rem is the blue-haired one. So the death of Rem, and now, after continuing on from episode 6, we saw that, you know, Rem revealed herself to Subaru and then killed him, like, just thing. And, like, that death, I gotta say, was really emotional because it's as I thought in episode 5 or 6. I was making those conspiracy theories or just, like, theories on this arc and hypotheses about how, like, Subaru spends a lot more time with one of the twins in the arcs. Like in episode 4, he went shopping with Rem. In episode 6 or 5, he studied with Rem and told her about the ogre story. So he got along with one of them more than the other, right? And as a result of that, it causes the other twin to kill him in that lifetime. So then, it's interesting because Rem was talking about how Ram was like pretending to get along with him and whatnot and stuff. And it just, that caused Subaru to be really scared of them. And when he woke up in the next life in episode 7, he was just afraid of them, and he went to Beatrice for help and just to hide and just, you know, like, get the hell away from them, right? That was really dramatic. I mean, I would expect too, because, like, you're like, oh, this girl is going to kill me, like, 4 nights from now. So eventually, he enlisted the help of Beatrice, who helps him out, and they perform a contract to, or Beatrice performs a contract to protect him until the 4th morning or whatever, but then they didn't really specify a timeline or a time limit from what she says, so I guess I didn't notice that. But yeah, so Beatrice promises to protect Subaru, and they have a conflict in the house when Subaru finally exits the Forbidden Library and sees that everyone has gathered around in Rem's room, that she's dead. The master of the house, Amelia, Rem and Ram, and Beatrice. It was emotional, and of course, in that lifetime, Subaru has not talked to anyone. He's been missing for 5 days or whatever because he was in the Forbidden Library all those times. And when he tries to touch Rem, knowing that she died, Ram got hella pissed, and is like, if you know something, you better freaking tell me. And she's like, it's noted that Ram has the same power and capability, sort of, as Rem does, because she has that magical wind slicing thing. Because in the lifetime where Subaru died to Rem, like, he was running away, right? But then she used, like, the air magic to cut off his leg, and then he didn't die, right? And then she also has healing capabilities. Rem also exhibits this in the final scene of the episode where she's cornering Subaru and he has, like, all the wind around him, right? So, as I said, they both have similar powers and most likely have similar capabilities of weapons and whatnot. So it might prove my theory that both of them is the killer, depending on how much time Subaru spends with the other. And then, eventually, after, you know, seeing Rem's death, Ram goes on a freaking rampage. It's like a whole freaking fight in the mansion, and Subaru just freaking runs for him. He's like, he's tired of this shit. He's died 3 times already, or 4 times already. And to know that these people that he actually cared about and spent time with are the killers that kill him multiple times, he's afraid. And then it's at this end of the episode where he meets up with Beatrice, and she's telling him, just like, oh, I'm gonna still protect you. And it's like, oh, you know, what do you actually know about them and whatnot? And, you know, at this point, Subaru had given up, but Beatrice reminds him not to give up, and that, you know, when he was afraid and scared, that they both held his hands when he was like scared and whatnot in his nightmares. And like, he really cares about them. He announces to Ram that he's like, oh, I loved you both, you guys don't know that. And that's really touching because, you know, in episode 4 and 5, he spent one time with the other to an extent that he really does care about these people. He spent 4 lifetimes with these people, and yes, he does really care about them. And that's why he remembers, like, you know what, I cannot give up. I have to save them both, because somehow Rem dies either way, and it's not just Subaru, right? So he jumps off the cliff to commit his revival after death, and that's the end of the episode, which is really good because this whole title is named Natsuki Subaru's Revival. And, you know, like I said last time, is like, this is the setup for the conclusion, hopefully next episode. So one of the things that I wanted to discuss in this episode, in the beginning, back in the beginning with the episode, was with Rem's death, or no, Rem killing Subaru, because Rem mentions that he has the smell of the witch, and this is the witch Satella in the fairy tale lores, or the dangerous one, the Witch of Destruction. And then there's also the time when he tries to tell Amelia about his powers and his rival after death and everything that's happened to him. He gets this fear stricken in his heart, and like, it's a mystery to, why these things have happened. So my hypothesis is that you know, it'll get revealed later on in the series, but I think that the so-called Witch of Destruction, Satella or whatever, has given these abilities to Subaru, or called him over to this world with these abilities as well, for some kind of purpose or reason. And every single time that he does this revival after death, it triggers the magic of the witch, and that's why Rems mentions that when he smells Subaru, it's like, oh, you had to smell the witch on you or something like that. And it can be triggered after he revives, because he's died at least 3 times already in that lifetime, or 2, maybe, I don't know. So it's pretty interesting where that's going with. And, you know, as I said, like, this either, for one, it does set up the conclusion to this arc. Like, you know, Subaru finally has the motivation and the will and the resolve to finally try and save these two, with the knowledge of that someone will die if it's not him, because he thought it was only him. No, Rem dies, so now he has to save both of them, and that's really good. I really like this. So hopefully they conclude the episode, or the arc, next episode, because if not, then we're gonna have to wait 2 more weeks for a conclusion, and we have to get back to Felt, wherever the hell she is and whatnot. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have so many questions, and so many questions will be answered next week, and we will see a resolution to this arc. So anyways, guys, hope you guys liked the video. Like the video if you enjoyed, and like the video if you think my hypothesis is right about the killer being both the twins. Actually, no, scratch that, because Rem dies. There has to be someone else that played, probably the clown or the master of the household. And subscribe, because next week we will finally see the truth and the resolution to this arc, hopefully, and you bet I'll be there to cover it and see the truth of this mystery and murder and whatnot. And I'll see you guys next time on the Domotaku Anime channel. If you guys have any questions or comments, or, you know, other hypotheses besides mine, like the smell of the witch or who the actual killer is, then leave it in the comment section below, or tell me at my Twitter at the Domotaku, because I might mention it, or just, like, you know, I want to hear what you guys think about this case, this unsolved mystery going on here. So anyways, guys, now I will see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku Anime channel. So take care, guys, matane, and revival after death. Is that what his power is called? I think it's something like that. Among those lines, right?